Welcome, viewers. This is the Treasures of Life show. And my name is Jonah Simba. By the way, I love calling myself powerful because I believe God has made every one of us to be powerful. Just in case you did not know, the Treasures of Life show is your home of power. This is where you energize. This is the home of angels. This is the base of energy. My sign language interpreter is Irene Chebiwot. I have a topic for you today, twisted gender roles. Twisted gender roles. For those of you who are Christians, by the way, Kenya is a nation under God. All of us in this country have a respect for God. We honor God. We declare that our country is a country under God. Therefore, when I speak about God's nature, it is within our frame of mind. It is in the understanding of most of us. I'm not out of place. Gender is a formation of God. The first battle of mankind, the first war that mankind faced is the battle of the gender. Let me put it better still. It was the battle of the family. That was the first war, the first challenge, the first confusion that faced the world. If the gender question could be settled, most of our problems would be dealt with. Did you know that? In fact, many of our human relations issues start from the family. Believe it or not. Kings are married to queens. Queens are married to kings. Princes and princesses come from families. It is out of families that dreams are nurtured. It is out of families that futures are nurtured. Treasures of Life show is a home of energizing the man and the woman. And that is why today we focus on re-energizing the family. May God keep the Treasures of Life show here for you. You never know. This is the place for you to drink and drink and drink energy. This is the place for you to re-energize. This is the place for you to take up strength, just in case you have been weakened. We are living in a volatile world. Right now, there is a lot of pressure on humanity. The pressure stems from all angles: political pressure. There is financial pressure. These are two heavy angles. Places where, frontiers where humanity is fought hard. And if we do not focus on stabilizing the genders, we are going to lose the focus. Volatility has become part and parcel of humanity. More often than not, we are forced to react on the negative way. As men and women, we are forced to go into the battlefield because pressure started from our homes. Believe it or not. It started right within the home setting, right from the domestic front. That is where the attack is. Adam and Eve. This is a husband and a wife. That is where humanity began. No company without husband and wife, without man and woman. No nation without husband and man, husband and woman. No nation without the man and the woman. There is no family, no business. There is no future. Nothing can exist without these two people. We need the man and the woman. By the way, for your information, the man is the source of everything. Did you know that? God created humanity and God formed the man. Just in case you are a man, you should understand that you have the nature of God in you. You are the source, and that is why you are the focus of the attack. You are the focus of the attack of evil. Just in case you know that you are a man, if you are a man, you are the sustainer of the woman. You are the sustainer of the family. Husband comes from the word house bond. You are the glue of the family. It goes beyond the family. It goes into the company. It goes into the nation. You are the glue. Men, you should understand one thing. You are the bridge of history to the future. You are the bridge. But then the woman is the birth. She is the birthing place. She is the one who births the future. Did you know that? And there is a battle that we need to address here. There are things in history that should not be birthed into the present. Did you know that? There are things that are better left into the past. Look, for instance, the battle of Cain and Abel, the battle of jealousy, the battle of envy, the battle of negative emotion. We would rather that it never were birthed into the present. But then there is a role that a man should play. Where was the man when the woman was getting tempted? Because the man is a female. The woman is a female. The woman is a female. She was gotten out of the rib of a man. I'm trying to explain this from the perspective of Christianity, from the perspective of religion, because I've tried to search for a better way of explaining the roles of men and women. But I'm finding that my best explanation comes from the explanation of religion, the explanation of Christianity. If only we could understand that there is a role that a man should play in our present world, and that is to bridge history, bridge it into the future. But then he has to play that caretaker role, that oversight role. He is the gatekeeper. Where are the gatekeepers in our present time? To prevent what is negative in history into passing into the future. There are things that are in the future and they would rather remain in the future. It is in the seeds of a man. It is in the genetics of a man. There are things that you understand were in the future. And evil is right there, wanting to repeat itself in our present day. It is for you as a man, the sustainer of the family, the sustainer of the generations, to be the gatekeeper. If there is a war that will be fought by evil, is the war of the gatekeepers. The people that can stop negativity in history from being passed into the future. The Lord Jesus Christ, according to Christians, lives in the future. It would be a disaster if the seed of the Lord Jesus Christ was the seed of a man. You see, the Holy Spirit descended on the woman, and that is why Jesus Christ is the seed of God. He didn't birth what is evil in history. He is the Son of God. Because Virgin Mary became pregnant with child and birthed a seed of God. And Jesus Christ is in the future. That tells us something. There is something that needs to be disconnected from the future of humanity. There is a history that it is your role as a man not to sustain it into the future. I'm looking at your role as a gatekeeper. The gatekeeper to stop the circle of poverty, the circle of addictions, the circle of drunkenness. It is your role as a man to come into place, into action, and fight it. It is not by the strength of the muscles. It takes a lot of wisdom. You should understand that you are like a sheep living amongst wolves, literally. In the present world, we are amongst volatility. We are amongst a certain environment that wants to birth evil into our present world. We are amongst wolves, literally. You just need to turn around and all you see is hatred. All you see is vengeance. All you see is malice. All you see is jealousy. All you see is strife. Even in the politics, our attempt to bring proper leadership, right in there lies evil. Because in democracy lies a lot of intrigues. There is a lot of negativity. While you're campaigning, while you're fighting for leadership, while we are politicking, trying to raise up the best amongst ourselves to lead us, there is the birth of evil. So it is our role as men. I'm talking first to men because before I come to women, because our topic today is twisted gender roles. There is a neglect amongst us as men. We are neglecting our roles as men. Oh, if only we could be returned to our original roles. The role of a man to be the source, to be the sustainer of humanity. By the way, it was not in that fall of mankind. It was not in the coming of the sin into the world that we got the beginning of evil, that we got the beginning of the fighting of the genders. No. It is in the beginning, right there, when the devil was thrown out of heaven. I'm trying to use the description of the Christianity, if only you could understand this, so that we may be on the same page. But I will still come to you that is not in religion, just to try and describe to you how sensitive your role is as a man. If you sleep on your job, there is a lot of evil that will be birthed in the present world. It is while you are asleep. It is while you are neglecting duty. It is while you slumber. It is while you are lazy that you get a lot of negativity being birthed in the present world. You see, negativity is in the emotions of men. Yeah. It is in the soul. That is where lies a lot of evil. If only you could come in as a man and play your role and do what you need to do and do the proper parenting and speak out the proper virtues. If only you could bring it out of your mind, out of your tongue. If only you could let it lie in your heart, then you will be the role model for them that are around you to read from you. Why? You are the president of the family. Your wife is the vice president. Your children are the board members. And yes, the neighbors are the clients. That is a proper description. You are the president. Your wife is the vice president. Your children are the board members. And then the neighbors are the clients. Just in case you are not married, you are not excused from this. You're still a man. Inside of you lies that seed, that nature to be the source. You can produce anything. You can co-create with God on anything. Inside of you lies the ability to be the source of great virtue or great evil. Let us go back to our roles as men so that we restore the world from volatility, from ambiguity, from complexity, even from uncertainty, to bring it back to that place of stability. Many men spend more time with other women in the name of counseling. That is true. You should spend more time with the women in your life, with the children in your life, so that you may role model them. How much do you spend on other women? What is the amount of money do you spend on them that will not cry when you die? What is the amount of time do you spend with your children? With them that truly feel you, with them that will procreate you, that will carry your legacy into the future. How much time do you spend with them? What is the focus that you place on them that are going to carry you into history. Remember, men are the bridges of history into the future. When a family falls, it is the family of a man. It is never the family of the woman. It doesn't matter how powerful the woman was. It doesn't matter what kind of job the woman was. At the end of the day, it will be called the home of Michael, the home of John, the home of Jonah, the home of Peter, the home of Simon, the home of, call your name, whether you are a man, it is you that will be carried into the future because you are the carrier of the seed. In there lies potency. In there lies a lot of power. If you take your role to procreate into the future seriously, you will bring virtue into future. Because in families, right there in families, lies territorial forces. Believe you me, there are families that are known for addiction. There are families that are known for leadership. But then, it is in you, it is in your power today, in your generation, to break the negative cycle. Because it is in the power of one. If there is a war that the evil is fighting, is to control one man. Because in a man lies a system. The generations that went yesterday, they had their own battles. They fought their own battles. The battles of today are not the battles of yesterday. Today we have a battle of truth and reality. Yesterday they had a battle of technology. They had a battle of probably accolades and celebrating materialism. But today we have another battle. We have our own heroes and heroines. There is a way we celebrate our men and women in our times. Right in there lies virtue and lies evil. If only you could be as wise as a serpent and as innocent as a dove, and understand that right in your family, you may be having a wolf. You may be having people that are trying to birth evil for you, so that you may bring in addiction to the future, so that the cycle may repeat itself. For how long will we be known to be a nation of corruption, a second world country, a country of poverty, a country of second-class citizens, a country that will never grow into prosperity? There must be some virtues. There must be things that first world countries do so that they broke out of poverty. There is something that is done by successful people. There is something that is done by prosperous nations. That is what we need to understand. That is what we need to read and to lead our future into. We should start appetizing ourselves, creating in us that appetite to form a negative, something different from what we have been in the past. It is in our power. It lies in our hands, not in our stars. It is right in us. Unless we are tired of the cycle that we have been in, we will continue being in the same cycle. We will continue dying into chronic illnesses, HIV and AIDS, cancers, unless we fold our sleeves and start making innovations, coming up with solutions for cancers in our generation. It is right in our troubles that lies our innovations. Look around you. What are the challenges of our times? What are the challenges in your family in our times? You need a sober mind. That is why you should work hard to ensure that peace starts right from your domestic front, because the battlefield is right from your domestic frontier. It starts from your bedroom, quote unquote. It gets into your sitting room. It gets into your hometown. Many of us are not loyal to our domestic cities. We come from Nairobi, but we spend little time in Nairobi. We may be in Nairobi physically, but our minds are in New York or in Addis Ababa or in Johannesburg. We feel that grass is greener in the other side. It looks greener on the other side. So we spend more time in depression, wishing that we were on the other side. If only we could focus on the reality that we are here. We have the challenges of where we are. We will not break our backs running from our troubles. We will face our Goliaths of our time. Our fathers of yesterday fought their Goliaths. It is our time to fight our Goliaths today. We can fold our sleeves and we can fight our Goliaths and win. We can win our battles of today. Our fathers fought their battles yesterday. They won it. They came up with innovations of their time. That is why they innovated the television. They innovated the aeroplane, because they had their battles of their times. They came up with the computer in their time. What innovations can we come up with right now to address the challenges that we are facing in our families, that we are facing in our nations? We are faced with very interesting and challenging troubles. COVID-19 was here last year. We have very interesting challenge, unique challenges. But with every challenge, nature and God presents us with opportunity to overcome our challenges. May we embrace the innovations of our time. Maybe it is time for us to move into AI, artificial intelligence, and to come up with innovations that will deal with the problems of our moment. Guess what? We are winners. Angels never lose in war. Let me put it better. Energy always wins. Positive energy will always overcome. We need to win. We need to overcome. There is no time to lose. There is no time for us to lose. We can win this battle. We can overcome this battle. We can make it. If only we could focus. If only we could concentrate. If only we could not run away. If only we could not commit suicide and be depressed and give up on the battle. Our nation is ours. Our family is ours. Our children are ours. Why should we neglect them? We need to concentrate and focus and deal with the problems. Right in there, God will give us a solution. Twisted gender roles is what I'm talking about. I've addressed most of the roles of a man. Let me go for a break and come and deal with you as a woman. Probably we may get a solution for the troubles we are facing today. And maybe I'm just helping you address a certain issue in your life. See you after the break.